Good evening, friends. Last video we have discussed about the accounting for incomplete records. Now, same things we have to continue right now. Now, friends, under accounting for incomplete records, we have discussed in our last lecture double entry system, of accounting. We have discussed the various kinds of golden accounting rules, personal, real, nominal. Now, what do you mean by double entry system that we have discussed? Then, what are the features of the double entry? Also, we studied. Then, after that, we have studied incomplete records means what? What do you mean by exact meaning of the incomplete records? And it's also known as a single entry systems that we have studied. Then, friends, what are the features of the incomplete records? Also, we discuss. Then, after that, what is the difference between single entry and double entry? Also, discuss. Then, types of single entries. There are three types of single entries: pure single entry, simple single entry, and quasi single entry. We discuss. After that, we have already discussed about the single entry systems, and under single entry systems we have to find out profit or loss, and for that purpose we have to apply two methods: statement of affairs method and conversion methods. Statement of affairs methods you already studied in SYGC in 12th standard. The conversion method, it is one of the important method that we have to discuss, and for that purpose conversion methods, it is required to attempt to prepare complete final accounts, and there are certain steps to preparation of the final accounts that we are going to learn today. Now, whatever steps we will consider, these particular steps related to the final account. Now, friends, you aware about the how to prepare the final account. Whenever we have to prepare final account, so we should know about the trading account. On the basis of the trading account, we will prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet. So these are the all these things are called as a statement of affairs. Now, how they will prepare these kinds of things whenever this particular single entry system they apply. But this particular single entry systems we have to convert it into double entry, and then after that we will prepare final account. This single entry converted into double entry, then we will prepare final account. So let us discuss. Practical steps in preparation of the final account. Step number 1: prepare a cash book if the both the sides are not tally. Under single entry systems, proprietor or partnership firm they prepare final cash book, but it is not tally. It means there is this particular cash book is not as per the rules and regulation, as per the norms. So we have to prepare the cash book. Now, friends, you already studied the cash book in 11th and 12th standard, but let us discuss the how they will prepare the cash book. Whenever we will talk about the cash book, This side is called as a receipt side, this payment side. Two columns are there, rupees, cash and bank column. Cash and bank column for payment side also. Receipt side means cash comes in. Payment side means cash goes out. Money received, receipt side. Money paid, payment side. Cash book opening balance always debit side, receipt side. To balance brought down. Closing balance always credit side. Now cash sales, that means they sell and cash received. Collect from debtors, they collect from the customers, the amount is received. Bill receivable collected, amount is received. Capital introduced, again amount received by company or partnership firm. Sale of the fixed asset, again amount received. Miscellaneous income, amount received. This way we have to record items which amount received. Now buy balance brought down, it means the bank overdraft opening balance and their closing balance to balance carried down if it is there. Then purchases, whenever we purchase, payment made, cash goes out. We have to pay the suppliers, that is creditors, again payment goes out. It means payment side we have to put bills payable paid, drawing means the personal expenses paid, fixed asset purchase and miscellaneous expenses incurred. On that basis we have to put a payment side. In such a way we will prepare our cash book. To find out the closing balance available, and this cash book closing balance we have to show asset side, balance sheet, asset side. Then friends, step number 2, prepare total debtors account on the basis of the information given. Debtor account, debtor means the customers, it is a assets account. We already studied in the fire insurance claim module. Similar type of debtor account we will prepare. This particular ledger, opening balance always debit side, closing balance always credit side. Bill receivable dishonor, debit side. Check dishonor also debited. Credit sales also debited. Creditors endorse the bill dishonor also debited. Then expenses, credited bad dates, bank account, amount received from the debtors, discount, sales return, bill receivable. These are the all the items we will record it, and we will find out the closing balance of the debtor. Closing balance of the debtor also show balance sheet asset side. Then friends, step number 3, we will prepare bills receivable account. Now to find out the closing balance, debit side opening balance is a to balance brought down and closing balance by balance carried down. Whenever the debtor's bill is dishonored, the dishonor entry we have to put debit side. Bank account, creditors endorse the bill, bills accepted, bill receivable account debit to debtors account, and such a way we will find out closing balance of the bills receivable. Then friends, step number 4, we will prepare creditors account. To find out the creditors closing balance, creditors opening balance always credit side, by balance brought down. Creditors means the supplier, they supply goods, they supply raw material to the company, to the business, to the manufacturer, and they receive the money from the manufacturer, businessman. Sometime we will purchase goods on credit basis. We have to show credit side of the creditors account. Bills payable dishonor also we have to show. Bill endorse bill dishonor show as a debtors. Check dishonor by bank we have to show credit side. Then after that, if we have to pay to the creditors to bank. If the discount received from the creditors to bank, bill accepted from the creditors, the bills payable, purchase return, debit side, bill received, bill endorsed, also debited. On that basis, we will prepare creditors account and we will find out the to balance carried out, that is closing balance of the creditors. And closing balance of the creditors, we have to show balance sheet liability side. Then friends, next step, that is preparation of the bills payable. Again same, it is similar to the creditors account. Opening balance by balance brought down, closing balance by balance carried down. If the bills accepted by creditors, bills amount paid or discharged to cash or bank, or creditors bill dishonor, that time to creditors. Such a way we have to prepare. And closing balance of the bills payable, we have to put in balance sheet liability side. So friends, we have discussed these things which are very important for exam point of view. And whenever we will talk about the our final account, so we should know about to how to prepare debtors account, creditors account, bills payable account, bills receivable account, and we should know about the how to prepare the cash book. That basis, we can easily find out their balances, cash balances, debtors balances, creditors balances, bill receivable, bills payable, and we will show proper entries. We will put the posting in our proper manner. So it help the preparation of the trial balances, because whatever ledger's closing balances, it will be transferred to the trial balance, and trial balance we have to close, and trial balance basis we will prepare our final account. I hope you understood this particular terminology and ledgers. Next lecture we will discuss further. Okay, bye, thank you.